Majority Whip.
Thank you, Mr. President. First, I'd like to associate my remarks with those made earlier today by the Majority Leader, Senator Thune. And that's because Democrats have this delusional dream of eliminating gas-powered vehicles in America. They want to force-feed electric vehicles to every man and woman who drive in this country. Well, Republicans are ready to use the Congressional Review Act to end this Democrat electric vehicle fantasy. The California EV rules that we're going to be voting on, they are expensive and economically destructive to our nation. You know, EVs currently make up 7% of the market for vehicles in this country, and sales are plummeting. So what the Democrats want to happen to this country is goals are impossible to meet. They want 35% of all lightweight vehicles sold in America next year to be electric vehicles, 35%. And by year 2035, they want it to be 100% of all vehicles. Well, the House of Representatives, including 35 Democrats, including some from California, have voted to say, nope, they wanted to end this mandate. They were right to do so. And that's what the Senate's going to be taking up. But Democrats in the Senate, they continue to cling on to the pillar of their Green New Deal. Well, that's a deal that the American people rejected in November and rejected by electing a Republican president, a Republican House, a Republican Senate, and we're here to do the will of the American people. Mr. President, on another matter, I come today to call for an end of Russia's war in Ukraine. President Trump is committed to peace. He has repeatedly said his mission is to stop the killing. Yesterday's phone call with Vladimir Putin, I believe, was a decisive step to do just that. After 3 years of bloodshed, Russia and Ukraine have now begun necessary talks for ceasefire that will end the war. This breakthrough wouldn't be possible without President Trump's strength and leadership. President Trump is a master deal maker. We know that. He's united our allies in Europe and Ukraine behind his vision for lasting peace. Real leadership ends wars. Real leadership saves lives. And that's what we're seeing today from President Trump. Yet as President Trump forges peace, Putin continues to sow chaos. Putin is a brutal dictator. That's who he is. He lies, he cheats, he disregards the lives of his own country's citizens. And the attacks of war continue. Russian soldiers continue to attack Ukrainian citizens. This weekend's massive drone attack, one of the largest of the war, was a deliberate attack on innocent people, not combatants, but innocent people. We cannot forget Vladimir Putin's brutality. Russia faces a stark choice: peace or crippling sanctions. President Trump has spoken forcefully of swift and severe consequences if Russia fails to honor a ceasefire. There's a bipartisan group in this Senate. We agree, over 70 have already signed on to a bill to expand sanctions and tariffs on Russia. Crippling sanctions, crushing sanctions. Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina and Richard Blumenthal of Connecticut are leading the charge. It includes 500% tariffs on anyone who buys oil, gas, or uranium from Russia. Well, energy is the cash cow of Putin's war machine. Cut it off, the Russians cannot continue to fight. Who are Russia's biggest customers? Well, Communist China, next is India. They will be hit very hard. Europe, too, must act. Last year, Europe spent $23 billion on Russian oil and gas. It's more than Europe sent in aid to Ukraine. Europe has somewhat reduced their dependency on Russian energy projects, partially buying American. They must do better. They must do more. Europe must go further, faster, to take back its security and its future. So America stands ready. Energy security is national security. Affordable, reliable American energy is a source of our strength as a nation. We in America are an energy superpower, and under President Trump's leadership, we are actually acting like it. Vladimir Putin doesn't respond to statements. He only responds to strength. If Russia stalls, the Senate will act decisively to move to bring lasting peace. It's time to end the killing It's time to end the war in Ukraine. Thank you, Mr. President. I yield the floor. Suggest the absence of a quorum.